I don't know who started the bare minimum Monday trend, but my guess is it may have been a real estate professional because when you work on the weekend and then you try and get yourself motivated to get up and running first thing Monday morning, it can be very difficult. And I have always thought that's why so many real estate agents suffer from burnout, possibly even very early in their career. Because throughout the years, and my 30 years in selling real estate in the Los Angeles area, I almost always had buyers that I worked with on Saturday, not the entire day, but at least half a day. And as you know, if you're going to work half a day, you have to roll out of bed, you have to get yourself ready, you have to prepare to show the property, set the appointments, have everything ready to go when you meet those clients. And even though you may only be with them a couple of hours, after you have completed those 2 hours of showing property, then you have follow up to do. You need to add a few notes about what they liked, what they didn't like, and then you're bound to get text messages or emails or even a telephone call from the listing agent asking for feedback on the showing. So even though you may only book 2 hours of showing time, it pretty much eats up the full day. And then moving on to Sunday, if you have an open house scheduled, as for many years I had an open house nearly every Sunday, when you finish the open house, with that Sunday open house, the work begins long before the 2 to 3 hours that you may be holding it open. You have the pre-work that has to be done as far as all the marketing. You have also to put out your signs. You can either hire a company to do that, or if you do it yourself, make sure you have a hammer, and because the soil can be pretty hard around here to drive a sign into. So you have to allow time for that. Then you are at the open house, and after the open house, again, you may have scheduled it for only 2 to 3 hours. Then, when the open house is finally over, you have to take down your signs, gather up all of your information that you have for prospective buyers. You have to secure the home, and then you have to remove all your signs. So, once you get home and you think that you are finished, you probably still need to let the homeowner know about the turnout. After all, they have vacated their home for the afternoon in hopes that you will have someone there, a buyer hopefully, that will want to purchase the home, or perhaps there were agents who schedule showings and they're anxious to have feedback on that. Sometimes I would wait until Monday morning for that, but often I would leave a note at the house and say, hey, I will get back to you on Monday with the number of people after I've done some follow-up with the agents who did show it during the open house. So there again, that's the second day of your weekend, and you have worked most of the day. So there's no wonder to me that so many agents burn out and so many dread Monday morning. And that's one of the things that I think I have done maybe quite inadvertently correctly, because I have always liked Mondays because I chose to work on my business on Mondays rather than in my business. So it was the day when I would plan what I wanted to accomplish the following week and have some downtime. If I could, I avoided going out on Monday at all and just stayed and worked on my business, on my plan for the upcoming week, and on my goals for that particular quarter, year, or whatever. It gave me some downtime to think and plan and also rest a bit and rejuvenate and be ready for Tuesday, because that's a big day in real estate on the Palos Verdes Peninsula. That's when we go out and look at all the new listings. So doing a minimum Monday, I think that's a very smart thing, especially if you have worked on the weekend. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. That's burning the candle at both ends, and that candle will not last long at that rate.